Did you see the report of those alien bodies that were paraded out in front of the Mexican Congress? Now here's where we get into trouble. If you start calling them Mexican aliens, you're going down the wrong path. Before you know it, you're gonna get some sort of strike against you. You can't say those words, even though we know what we're talking about. If you say that together, you're in trouble. I guess they were really Peruvian or something. Theoretically. Now, Jaime Maussan, he's the guy who paraded those out.
La primera vez que se presenta de tal forma, y creo que hay una demostración clara de que nos encontramos ante ejemplares no humanos que no tienen relación con ninguna otra especie en nuestro mundo y que se encuentran abiertas todas las posibilidades para que cualquier institución científica los pueda investigar.
Jaime Maussan was known for talking with L.A. Marzulli. You know who L.A. Marzulli is?
UFOs. I am your intrepid host, L.A. Marzulli.
L.A. Marzulli and Jaime went ahead and they examined a supposed body of a weird little flying creature. Kind of looked like a little mini extraterrestrial with wings. They were calling it some sort of fairy or something.
We believed that this thing was real, the winged nightmare, as I call it, the creature, as Jaime Maussan calls it, the fairy, as Richard Shaw calls it. The veterinarian who looked at it thought it was real also. The geneticist who we interviewed in Watchers 10, Ricardo Rangel, I asked him, my first question, Ricardo, was this a hoax? No, it's not a hoax. I mean, by this time, it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours into our examination of the creature. And the skin begins to dry up. And I look down at the creature, and underneath the creature is something, what the heck is that? And I reach down and I pick it up, and it's this little like wooden toothpick-like thing with a glob of what looks like epoxy or glue on the end of it. And I pick the thing up and I go to Dr. Barry, I go, well, what's this? And he goes, that's a toothpick with a glob of glue on the end of it. And I say, well, what does that mean? And he goes, that means it's not real. And I go over to Richard and I go, it's a hoax.
That kind of hurts Jaime Maussan's reputation, of course. You said the fairy was real, and then you said it wasn't, and it was a hoax and you were fooled, and now you say these are real. L.A. Marzulli was talking to Tim Alberino. They're known in the world of researching Nephilim stuff.
Somebody needs to take a knife to one of those things and dissect it and see if it's a composite of different animals.
Right. I had an email from a guy who has to remain anonymous because he's still working in the field, but he's a radiologist and he's not in the U.S. And he looked at the x-rays that were shown, and right off the bat he wrote me, he said, "Oh, this is a construct." He's a radiologist, he knows what he's looking at. That somebody created this thing. And we know from the fairy, this is what I talked about last week. I mean, everybody was fooled on the fairy. Jaime got fooled, the geneticists down there, they got fooled, the veterinarians in Mexico, they got fooled, the veterinarians up here got fooled until we could bring the thing into the country, and then we dissected it and we saw that it was a construct.
They're not Peruvian aliens, they're sure as heck not Mexican aliens. There's no such thing as a Mexican alien. You understand that. Some words you can't put together, you can't put them in a phrase. If you want to know where all the normies stand on all the UFO happenings and all the ET stuff going on around the world, different social media videos and things that pop up and emails are written in, check out Secure Team 10's channel.
Hey, what's up, everyone?
It's interesting.
Tyler here with Secure Team.
I have my reasons.